Hello, hello, and welcome back to Starting Point, still the greatest point in which you start your day. And we have a really special dialogue after this, talking about salsa dancing, Rahmat.
Wow, I cannot wait to start moving my feet. But before we do, we have a report coming in. Just before salsa dance is one of the dance forms with global appeal. It originated from the Caribbean region, but also has quite a popularity here in Indonesia. Take a look. Salsa dance originated from the Caribbean region, especially from countries like Cuba and Puerto Rico. With its fast rhythm and dynamic movements, salsa quickly became one of the most popular dances in the world, attracting dancers from various cultural backgrounds and age groups. Salsa is characterized by its energetic movement patterns combined with rich percussion and lively melodies. Salsa can be danced in pairs or in groups, and it is often a significant part of social events and international dance competitions. In Indonesia, the popularity of salsa dance has grown rapidly in recent years. This is indicated by the emergence of many dance schools and salsa communities in various major cities. Some Indonesian salsa dancers have even managed to reach the international stage, demonstrating that Indonesia has talent capable of competing with dancers from around the world. Their success stories inspire young Indonesian dancers to pursue their dreams in the world of dance. That was our guest there dancing in the video.
That was, and he is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, Rahmat. We're so excited to be in conversation with him and also to introduce him. We have here in the studio Mas Reno Tommy Mulyono, salsa instructor and performer who has won several international awards. Hello.
Hello, Audrey.
Good morning,
Hello,
Jakarta.
Rahmat.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Man.
Thank you for the introduction.
Sitting here with you, I can already feel the energy emanating from you.
You can definitely feel it.
Because as you know, salsa is so energetic. You have to have enough energy level to perform it well.
Yeah, energy, passion.
Yes.
And so, thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you for having me today. Thank you.
Right, Mas Reno, bring us up to date, Mas. How did you first become interested in salsa? Was someone had someone introduced it to you, or did you watch a video about it? How did you become so passionate about it?
Yeah, it was a big trend. Like early in the year of 2000, there was this popular club in Kemang called Salsa Club. So like its name, salsa. If you ever heard of this Indonesian word rancak bana,
That's Padangnis.
Yeah, the Padangnis.
Very,
It's
very
so
good.
happening. The music, it's so much happening. Like you can never resist the rhythm. Like whenever you hear salsa music, like you
gotta
want
move
to
along.
move.
I mean, the
like
bass
when
in
you
your
hear
body,
dangdut here in Indonesia.
Exactly.
Like when you hear dangdut here in Indonesia, like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? Like you start to move your body. So that's what happened to me when when the first time I listened to salsa music, like, oh wow, it's fun. So that's what
It
happened.
invigorated you, and
Yes.
it's infectious too, like
It is,
Audrey.
it
Yes,
is.
it is. It is. It
Yeah.
is. When you were watching people dancing, like like you're suddenly joining,
can't
like
help but
it's
moving along, yeah.
yeah, that's true. It's infectious. Yes.
Wow. And so, how did you feel when you first encountered that? Was it also surprising, or are you like, oh, this is quite similar actually to dangdut in Indonesia, or is it quite different?
Quite similar, not really. It's totally different. But yeah, because there are some particular steps, like the basic steps. You really need to learn the basic steps of salsa. But it doesn't mean that you can learn it. But salsa is a street dance, actually. You know, salsa
Street
is a street dance. There is no particular technique. So yeah, there is no particular technique in salsa. Like I cannot say someone doing it wrong. Like when I see someone dancing salsa, I cannot say like, oh, that, except they're not dancing on the right rhythm, on the right beat. Yeah. As long as you're dancing on the beat, on the rhythm,
Yeah.
there you go. You're dancing salsa. I mean, like the way you do it, the way you do the step, Like I cannot say like, oh, that's wrong, that's not right. No, I cannot say that because
Right.
yeah, we don't have a particular technique. We only have a better way to do it. It depends on your purpose. I just want to have fun, going for a social dance. So that's my purpose. But if you want to go to a higher level, like to the stage or competition, you need a proper techniques. So that's the difference.
So you're saying that salsa is for everyone to
It
dance
is.
along
It
with.
is. It's a street dance.
There is no right or wrong.
Yes.
It's only wrong when you're not passionate, if you don't bring the energy.
Correct.
Right?
When you're not
Because
all
that's
in
what
with it.
sa-
Yes,
It
that's
is
what salsa
wrong
like.
if you're
That's
not
wrong
having
if you're not, like,
fun.
just moving
Yes,
like
it is wrong if you're
flailing
not
about.
having
That is
fun.
not
That's,
salsa.
that's the only wrong thing about salsa.
Mas Reno, from all of the different dances out there, because we believe that once you are or we are interested in specific dance,
Yeah.
then almost all kinds of dance makes you move along. But why salsa in particular that you
interesting.
feel very drawn to?
To be honest, actually, it's not the dance.
Ah, okay.
It's the people in the community.
Right.
I find them very friendly.
As you said, it's a
and
social
warm.
dance.
Yeah, because it's a social dance. So it's not really the dance made me stay this long.
Yeah.
But it's the people. It's the community. They were so warm and friendly, and I feel like I found a new family.
Extended family.
It's an extended family.
In
That's what
dancing,
made me stay this long. It's like, oh my God, I love this community. We become friends and we become family. So that's what made me stay in this. That's like one of the biggest reasons. One of the biggest reasons I still stay in the salsa community. But of course, I love the dance. It has become my passions. Like, yeah, I even sleep in salsa music.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You wake
for
up
my
and it's salsa
inspiration,
music.
yes.
Yeah. Is your alarm sounding salsa?
That would be so great.
Yeah, unfortunately not. my alarm is something annoying. It has to be annoying.
You'll wake up dancing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Otherwise, it won't wake you up.
No, it won't wake me up. Something annoying, like, okay, I have to wake up.
well, how long have you been doing this dance? Because you said you've stayed here for a while. So how long have you been dancing salsa?
So I just started to learn it around 2003, 2002,
Oh, that's been a
2003.
while.
Yes.
That's a while.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's 20.
20.
Wow,
decades.
21 years
Wow.
now.
Yeah, 2 decades. Yep.
Oh my God, he's a pro
He is, I
at this point in time.
mean, he's won
Yeah.
competitions, awards. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Years.
I don't know. I just love it. I just love it. I just do it. And I mean, like, I didn't plan for this actually. I really, really didn't plan. So, well, it's become my life.
Right.
It's part of my life.
Mas Reno, we saw a little bit at the beginning of our
Yeah.
program, the bit of the report with you also dancing in it. Walk us through all the journey that you've been through in salsa, all the competitions, some of the most memorable moments that you remember up till now. It's 21 something years that
Yeah.
must have been quite a journey for
Yes, correct. I think it was in New York.
Oh, it's very
because-
When was
quick.
that?
Yeah.
It's 2011.
you. 2011.
So there's this guy called Eddie Torres. He's like the godfather or the founder or like, you know, the master of salsa.
Oh, I was
Yeah, he has a very big name. Everyone's in the world respect him. And he has this team called Eddie Torres All Star. So, Eddie Torres All Star, yeah. It consists of
dancing
great
team.
dancing team. Consists of great dancers of New York. You know, in New York, it's like the Mecca of salsa.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
It's like the hub.
This, yeah, New
Wow.
York. Like maybe every salsa dancers, like, they're dreaming to be in New York.
Yeah.
So like, okay, I have to be in New York. I have to be in New York because New York is like the center, the Mecca of salsa. And then in 2011 at this festival, this world festival, I got invited to join the Eddie Salsa Torres All Star. They
How
call
did
it
you get
All-Star.
invited?
Yes,
it's
that's-
such a privilege, Mas Reno.
It is.
Tell
This
us
is
the
like my
story.
biggest, I don't know, my biggest experience to perform with those big names, big stars. Like even they're still famous until now, like famous in the world. And I was part of them. I was part of the team,
The
Eddie
crew,
Salsa.
like,
Yes.
yeah.
So-
And you represent our country too.
yes.
Yeah.
And you know, New York, like they said, if you make it in New York, then you make it everywhere else in the world.
That's correct.
If you salsa in New York, then you've
I
done
mean,
it.
And they were so humble. They were so friendly. I mean, like knowing me, like for them, maybe I'm like, who are you? Where are you from? Like
But they
no one,
welcome
like
you
nobody.
with such
But
warmth,
they
yeah.
welcome me very nicely and very humble. They even give me some advice, tips, and whatsoever to be in the team to perform together. That's like, I mean, like wow. Like everybody's
Yeah.
so jealous and envy.
Wow.
Like everyone was like, oh my
As
god.
they should.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow.
So and also, uh, one of my other biggest experience, and having this event, an annual event of ours,
Here
from
in Indonesia.
Indonesia, by community, from the community and for the community. We call it arisan, you know, Indonesian love arisan.
Yeah,
Yes.
So like we gather.
definitely.
Actually, that's why we call it arisan, because we change the venue every year. We change the city,
I
the host,
see. So
the
it's just
hosting
like
city every
an
year.
arisan, yeah.
Yeah. So to make it fair, so we draw like an arisan.
Yeah.
Okay, where should we do it next year?
Yeah. Who will host next?
Jakarta.
Yeah.
Something
That's
like
exciting.
that. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Where was the last time, Mas?
The last time was last year in Jogja.
Oh, Jogja was the
Jogja.
host.
Yeah.
That's your hometown.
My hometown.
Your
Yeah.
hometown. Jogja was
My
the
house is in
first.
Jogja.
Jogja
To
was
host.
the first host, the first
Right.
city hosting for this event. And last year, back to Jogja. That's why we call it Kembali ke Jogja. Last year, because after the pandemic, so because we did it, this year gonna be the 6th or the 7th. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
For the Indonesian gathering of
Yes.
salsa dancing.
Yeah, the
That's
whole
nice.
Indonesian community will be in one place, in one room.
Oh, I mean,
So much fun.
just
You
the energy that must, I could just feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you say, the warmth of the people who welcomed you. I'd like to go back again to your New York experience,
Yep.
because I was intrigued about that. You said that you were in the circle of some of the most notorious and talented salsa dancers in New York, and they welcome you with such warmth. What sort of lesson did you get from them that you bring back over to our country, just to say that salsa is so amazing, guys? I mean, drawing from your experience in
That's a very good
New York.
question, actually. So I always say this to my friends in the community: stay humble. It doesn't matter how big you are, just stay humble. Because yeah, you know, some couples, some great dancers, they lost their popularity because of their attitude. That's what happened. It's
Yeah.
not like,
Yeah.
where are these couple? Where are they? Like, it's not, they're not great anymore. So that's why I love salsa. It's not only about dancing, even though you're competing. Like I even talk, we make jokes, and then you
No
know,
boundaries
behind
there.
the stage
Yeah.
with our rivals, with our competitors, we just
with your
laugh.
rivals?
Yes.
Oh, that's that's the
Because
first time
I
I've
love
heard of
Because it's
that.
competition.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a competition.
But still
we're
behind the
not fighting
scenes,
on each
yeah.
other on the
Yeah.
stage, but behind the stage, we
guys are
laugh.
hugging each other.
Yeah, we laugh.
That
we
says
talk.
something.
That is great.
That's
incredible.
why I love salsa.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So I was like, okay, regardless to the dance, like you know, the latest technique or whatsoever, but the most important thing is
Staying down to earth. Yeah.
down to earth.
Being
stay
grounded.
humble, because
Yeah.
because it's a social dance.
Yep.
You know, when you're being socializing, you cannot be, you know, over the top or on someone else.
Or want to stand out.
Yes,
Like,
you don't, you know, you don't,
Yeah.
you don't want to.
Even though people know that you stand out.
Yes.
Even though they definitely
don't,
know. I
you
mean,
don't have to
Yeah, you don't
act
have-
it. You don't have to.
you don't have to
look
prove it.
People
You don't
just
have-
know
yes,
that
you
you're
don't have to
actually
prove it.
really, really good.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I'm feeling proud bringing batik and a twist of Jaipongan to New York City.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because you know, when we're going to perform in New York, I'm thinking like, oh my God, we are Indonesian, Asian performing salsa
Yeah.
in New York, the Mecca of salsa. Like, what can we do?
Yeah, it's
And
the
then we
cultural
need,
mission.
yes, we
Yeah.
need something. We have to be different. Like, let's okay, let's just put. I mean, I was discussing with my team. oh, okay, let's wear batik. Let's put a costume with batik touch or whatever. So at least we have an identity. And I don't think it's enough. I mean, like everyone can wear batik. So what should we do? And then, okay, when I listen to the conga, the patterns almost similar like jaipongan. You know jaipongan,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
West
yeah,
Java traditional dance. Like I listen to, okay, let's do it. Let's put a jaipongan. I mean, like not real jaipongan, like
But just
our
a
kind of
touch of
jai,
it,
a
yeah.
touch
Twist
of
to
jaipa,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a
Spin
twist of
jaipongan.
jaipongan. Okay, let's just do it, and then let's put it into the choreography, and it worked.
Wow.
And it worked. They loved it. The people loved it, and they even curious. But it's funny. I was like, when they asked about our costume, like, your costume looks so interesting. What are those? It looks like pajamas.
Oh, no.
Because of the motifs of the fabrics,
Oh, yeah, we
of the
don't-
cloth.
We
You
don't
know?
sleep in those. Like,
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it's called batik, but thank you.
They're really nice to us.
Yeah, nice to us. I mean, like it looks like pajamas though, but it's nice. I love the motif of your costume. Yeah, we call it batik, and then we put the girls put some embroideries on their costumes. So, yeah, it looks very interesting, and it worked. It worked. We love it, and they even asked about this movement.
The movements of the
Yeah, they
jaipongan.
asked like, what it is?
Where does it come
Yeah,
from? Like,
what it
it's-
is? Like it looks so different. It looks interesting, and like it's they never seen it before, and then but it's in the rhythm. They said like it's in the rhythm. It's we never seen it before, but you did it differently, but it's in the rhythm. Oh, thank God, good to hear. So mission accomplished.
Hey, it's great to hear.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, it
Actually,
is.
you've spoken about rhythm a lot in salsa.
Yeah.
That's something I really want to dive deeper into. So,
Okay.
what is the ground or the foundation of salsa? Is it the music? Is it the step work? Because when I did a little bit salsa a few years ago,
Yes.
and I heard that it is different from, let's say, bachata or
Correct.
merengue,
Yes.
or other tango, any kind of other dances. What makes this different? Is it, do we really have to stay on the beat? Is that what really differentiates it?
Okay, it's a very good question actually. Oh, we're like in a workshop.
We are. But
Yes.
when we finish this, we're all salsa
We'll be
together.
experts, yes.
Because when you talk about the rhythm, the basic, the heart of salsa, it's the conga, because that what makes the difference of the rhythm. Because there is a particular sound, a particular pattern. Like when I used to do this, kung kung pak ketung kung pak ketung tung pak ketung tung.
Is there a
Once you
count
hear-
to it, Mas?
Yes,
it's
there's
1,
a
2.
counting. It's a 1, 2. Salsa almost like a pop music. I mean, in one bar, it has 8 counts.
Okay.
Like when you count
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bar
I mean,
of the music in salsa, it's
That's
one.
what guides you, right?
Yes,
Those
1,
counts.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you are only allowed to step 6 times.
And the other two?
Yes, so that's why we always
You
say
stay still.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We don't say the 4 and we don't say the 8 because we're not allowed to step on the 4 and on the 8. We pose. So like if I have to
Okay.
demonstrate it, it's
That's
like
the trick.
1, 2, 3. Wait for the 4, and then you will continue stepping on
On the
5,
fifth.
6, 7, and wait for 8, and then you will back to 1. So there are 6 steps in 8 counts.
So 3 wait, and then back to the top.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, pose, 5, 6, 7, 8, pose. So
Yeah.
that's the most important thing in salsa. So in a competition, I don't know if they still doing it until now, like among like 10, 11, 12 judges, there is one judge only watching your footwork, they're only watching your feet and count 1, 2, 3, 5,
Wow.
6, 7, 1. You have
The
to
counting
stay.
judge.
Yes, you have to stay in that
Like
rhythm.
a referee.
Yes,
like looking
because
at
yes, and the percentage of
Once you miss a step, it's offset.
Yeah. Yes. I'm saying that's so true. That is so true because like
Because you said referee, and I was like, that's offset, guys.
Just like,
but
you
he's
know,
just gonna
how
take
they're-
notes on him. You did 25 offsets during the performance.
that's what happened. Like there's a couple. There were a couple. They're great dancers. They're great choreographers, and they showed me the choreography, like of high difficulties, a complicated movement.
I'm so curious about
Yeah,
this.
and
I
then
really am.
yeah, but they dance mostly in 8 counts, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, I'll be like, it was great, but I cannot say it's salsa.
Oh,
Because
that's
you use
something
all
else
the
entirely.
numbers. Because salsa is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. But if you keep on stepping on 4, on 8, on 4, on 8, I cannot say it's salsa anymore. So that's what happened.
Mas Reno, if we want to do salsa correctly based on the 3 and then wait, 3 and wait, the 6 number that you mentioned,
Yeah.
what happens if we miss a step or we take a step when we are supposed to pause? Do we step on our partner's feet or we stumble or what happened there? Because,
Yes.
because to my, I'm such a rookie on salsa, but from my perspective, it's such a fast moving dancing, isn't it?
It is.
It's so fast.
That's the hardest part of salsa. That's why sometimes some people gives up about learning salsa because of the rhythm. Because sometimes like so many instruments played in salsa music.
And you try to find your count there.
Yeah, so many instruments. And sometimes they think it's so fast, but actually it's not. And then when like salsa romantica, it sounds like slow, easy, romantic, but actually it's fast. So it's a bit challenging to learn the beat of salsa. But once you know the counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you just have to hold the 4 and 8, and then after that it's gonna be
Just
easy.
stop yourself from saying the 4 and 8,
Yes.
and you'll be
Like
good.
Gloria Estefan said, you got to move to the rhythm.
Yeah.
That's actually
She did say
a phenomenal song. We would like to learn all the basic feet movements
Yes.
of
Let's
salsa.
do it.
Should be
If you
able
don't
to.
mind, Mas
Sure.
Reno.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do it. You want to do it now? Maybe a little bit later if you have another questions coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to know how. I mean, I would actually love for you to demonstrate it now
sure.
for
And we
us.
will try and mimic along. If
Yeah.
teach us all the basic stuff.
we would
let's
love
just
to
be on our
learn.
feet
Come,
now.
come.
Okay.
Mas Reno.
So, just for the rhythm,
Yeah.
as I said, okay, don't think too much about dancing because it's a street dance.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, shall I move here? Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you just simply step your foot like, let's count it. It's a 1.
I think we better face that way,
Okay.
Mas, so the
Oh,
audience
right.
can see.
yes.
That's our
Ah,
camera
so
right there.
cool.
The red
Okay.
one.
Movements.
So, let's start
okay.
with your left. Okay.
Our
so it's-
left.
Yeah. Start with the left foot. It's gonna be 1,
1,
2, 3, and hold
Whoa.
for a 4,
Okay.
and continue stepping on 5, 6, 7. And remember, you have to switch your step all the time. You cannot step 2 times on the same foot. Like after you step on your left, you will step on your right. You cannot step 2 times on the same foot. Just remember, it's like walking. You don't walk like, and then suddenly you do this step.
Then you'll
with-
stumble.
Yes, the
All right.
stumble. So keep switching your step. All right. So that's the rhythm. It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And now the fix of salsa basic. Your left will always go forward, and then your
Left
right will always go backward.
Okay.
So
Hope you don't
let's
have
go
space.
forward with your left. You go forward with your left,
Okay.
and then you hold your step on place, and then now you move backward.
Backward.
Okay.
Oh.
Some people doing it this way. Forward, stay together.
Oh, that's not the way.
Backward,
The other
stay
foot.
together. I cannot say this wrong. This is correct.
Oh, this
this
is-
is
this is
correct.
correct.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you want to make it look more natural, I will
It's
suggest.
the same foot that goes up and
Yes.
down.
I will always suggest to passing it, so it doesn't look. It's like when you're driving.
Yeah.
Once you move, you don't like hit the gas and brake. You will always maintain your speed. Like maybe just release, so something like that. I mean, like okay, it's too technical. Let's
Right,
just do it.
right.
Okay, so
Show
let's
us.
so forward
Forward.
on the spot,
On the spot.
and backward, backward
Oh, okay.
on the spot,
Oh.
and forward. Okay, let's do the
Right.
easier
so
way.
that's the
Let's-
switching
yes.
that you mentioned.
Let's do the easier way.
Okay.
Forward, stay together. It's forward, stay together. Backward, stay together.
Oh, that's so much easier.
I always say this to my students in Indonesia. maju nggak jadi, mundur nggak jadi. So it's like
Right.
maju
It's like
nggak
wanna go
jadi,
forward, but
yes,
no, go
mundur
back.
nggak jadi,
Yeah.
and forward, okay, I'm changing my mind, backward, and then you change your mind, I'll go forward, I change my mind, you go backward, and I change my mind. So that's the basic.
This looks easy until he goes fast.
Yeah, that is when everything changes.
That is
Okay.
like when we can't keep up anymore.
And this is fixed when your left will always go forward. Okay,
Forward,
and
left.
your right will always go backward when we talk about basic steps.
Okay.
So
Okay, so
never
you-
switching, never
No, you cannot
right
do
leg
this.
first.
No, you can never do this because when we dance salsa in partner work, we will start as a leader. We will start forward with our left, and you will start backward with your right. So so it's gonna be like this. So when you stand here right in front of me, okay. So Audrey, maybe you wanna
Okay.
stay here right in front of me. Okay. So you're gonna start with your right but backward. Yes.
Ah, I see. So it's intertwined.
Yes.
Instead of going
correct.
against each other.
Yes.
So I guess you don't step on each other's
correct.
feet.
That's
Yeah.
exactly my
So that's the
point.
basic. So that's how
Wow.
you count. It's 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6,
I almost
7.
said
Let's
four.
see. 1, 2. I don't say the 4.
Three. Three is where you
5,
put your feet
6,
together.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we never say the 4 and the 8 because we don't.
That's the
step
time when
it.
your feet are together.
Yes, correct.
and the 8.
And then you have to hold. So we don't do 1, 2, 3, 4. No. I can say
yeah.
that's wrong because that's not salsa rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. You're dancing salsa.
Wow. Thank you so much, Azreno.
Pleasure.
Thank you, my
pleasure.
The workshop that you.
That would be so much more
Yes.
wonderful if we have music to,
Yes.
to dance to.
You should go to
Wow.
a place. Okay, I will tell you later after this.
Right. Mas Reno, from all the 20-something years of your experience dancing salsa, what are some of the main challenges in terms of bringing over new people who are interested in salsa as well? Because as we know, we are rookies, not probably Audrey, I'm a
Yeah.
rookie, but definitely a rookie too. But they are interested in salsa. So how do you guide them through to get to the core of salsa and be fully immersed in it as you are?
Ooh, that's the biggest challenge in my career. You know, like, the maintenance always the hardest part.
Oh, maintenance. Yeah.
Yes, the maintenance always the hardest part. Like, I used to have I call it semi-academic salsa school. So I divide a year into 2 semesters, and I divide the semester into. So in the first 3 months, my students learn the syllabus. In the first 3 months, my students learn the syllabus, and then for the second 3 months, they will learn the choreography. And then at the end of the first 6 months, they will perform it. So they will always have a target. They will always have, a motivation for
Yeah.
them to keep on learning, to stay in the community. So I even brought some of my students to perform overseas in the festivals.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
Do we have sponsors for those festivals to attend
Unfortunately,
and
not.
support from the government?
Well, not
Because
yet.
this
Not
isn't
yet.
not yet.
Maybe,
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
one day, please.
as the community
Yes.
grows.
Yeah. Hopefully one day, please, government.
Yeah, that's true. And,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people are also interested in learning more about this, Mas Reno. Where can we find you and your community for the viewers watching who want to learn more about salsa dancing?
Okay, maybe you can find me on Instagram.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Give us the handle,
Yes, give us
please.
the-
Yeah,
the
the
handle.
Instagram, and my studio is in Pondok Indah area.
Right.
Yeah, that's where we practice.
I guess
where
the social media is the easiest.
Yes, social media is very easy.
What
You
should be
just-
the keyword there
Yeah,
to search
at-
for you?
Reyno _ Tommy, REYNO.
We have your name on the
Tommy.
screen, so this
So
your
that's
first word,
REYNO
and then-
_ Tommy.
and then Tommy,
That's all.
and that
That's
will lead them to your academy and your salsa club and community.
Yes, or you can also follow the TikTok, Di Salsain Aja. I just created a new
Oh.
account.
Wow.
It's yeah,
I like
it's
that.
a new account. I call it Di Salsain Aja. Di Salsain Aja. because I'm using a viral music, a viral songs on TikTok, but while they dance modern dance, I dance salsa instead. So I put salsa
okay.
movement into that song. Di
Right.
salsain underscore aja.
So di salsain aja in English
love
or di
that.
just salsa it away.
Yes.
Salsa it
Just
away.
salsa it away.
Yes. Salsa
We
it
are
away.
pressed for time. We're almost come to the end of our conversation.
Yes.
Mas Tommy, just very quickly, what are your hopes and expectations for the growth of salsa in our country?
Hope. Wow. One of my hopes is, of course, the support from the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Indonesia has so many talent. Like I can never imagine like I become a 3 times Asia Pacific champion.
Wow.
Representing Indonesia. Even the promoters like,
incredible.
wow, Indonesia, we never heard of you, but here you come, here you are, like in our stage, winning winning a big competition. I even represented Indonesia in the World Championship. So maybe we can get more support.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of support. Yeah, and then of course to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Especially these days during the social media era, it should be easier. I think
Right.
it should be easier, so people will get more interested in salsa or any other street Latin dance genre. Like because as you said, there are bacharas and other dances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Minister of Culture and Education,
Yeah.
I hope you're watching our
Yes,
program this morning.
Take note because this is, I mean, it's right here. Contact at Reno_Tommy.
To reach our Asia Pacific champions,
Yes.
Mas Reno Tommy Mulyono, salsa instructor and performer. Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you
talking
very
to us
Thank
much
this
you
for
morning.
having
so
me.
much,
Thank you so
Reno.
much.
We hope you come again someday.
Yeah.
And we'll
Yes.
dance more
Yes,
on this.
yes, yes. We
space
should do
of
more.
us.
Yes, we should do more.
Thank you,
We
Mas
should do more.
Reno.
Thank you.